You can tell that little light rail in the back is awesome. This is the Pirate Hooker's yak right here. It's kind of a mess right now because we're hard at work playing hooking. But I'll show you what it's like without the rear light on. I'll just kill the main. So I've had my lights on for a fat minute. Yeah, mine are getting kind of dim because I've been out here for a bit. Yeah, you can really see them. But see, I'm at 26 on that one. But this is what it's like on the coast if you got these type of rods. It is a awesome game changer. And here's the one that I have based by another yak. This is OG2's yak right here. So that's with just one black light at I don't know if that's 18. That is 8%. 8%, sorry. 8%. And let me tell you, you get what you pay for on Amazon. We ain't even gonna bring up Temu and stuff. But these lights here, I don't know if you can see that. The other cheap ones, they've been on a fat minute too. Can't even see the, yeah, can't even see the doo-doo-doots. There it is. Okay. They are the purple and black ones. I'll get information on this later. But, you know, don't get hooked on a brand. I look at the stuff I'm gonna be doing. What's it? Is it gonna serve in the dark? Now, for everybody seeing this, y'all thinking, ooh, I'm out on the ocean in a yak at night. No, sir. Nope. So, I mean, my lights are getting pretty dim. I'm at 23% on one. But also out here, you're battling ocean haze. Y'all know what ocean haze is? It's the mist coming off of the beachhead. But anyway, a lot to discuss about brandings and poles and reels and stuff. We're gonna get on that subject when I get back to the main home base. And then just reach down here and hit this. I forgot. And you know, everybody says, well, James, why don't you just buy a boat? You know, I've got a sailboat, but in a good fishing kayak with a good platform, you know, and I've got, Garmin and stuff, so, I mean, it's pretty cool. But here's the thing, that little gadget don't make the fish bite, because I saw a lot of fish on the Tree View and Live Scope and all of that today. And fishing out here, it's more of an observance of how your tide is on the surface. You know, is it pulling? Is it pushing? Because if it's pushing, you know, it's stirring up the food, as we say. But anyway, this is a tail view of it. Now, I will say, river and lake, I will be on a kayak at night, but nothing in a lake and a river is going to eat you. But out there in the abyss. Oh, so yes, I'm here at Port Bolivar. Everybody I bring out here says, man, that's a town over there. Nope, those are cargo ships waiting to get into port. The first bit of land is right there. That is Galveston. Okay. But yeah, that's a ship, that's a ship, that's a cruise ship, that's a ship, ship, ships. And what it is, this is called Anchor Bolivar Anchor Road. Anyway, no joke, it's even on a chart plot. So all these guys are waiting anchored till they have permission from the Port Authority to go in. Almost like waiting for a vacancy. Or, thank you AI, because I was wondering, it has to do, if you're hauling petrol, UKers, or oil, they'll sit and anchor off and won't go into port to unload until the price is at its highest. What the F? So, and that's not a conspiracy, that is fact. And then over here, got a rig out there, oil rig, doesn't work anymore. Anyway, light out there, that's a ship. That light there is a ship. Then there is 2 sailboats anchored off way out there too. Then these lights is High Island. So when we go home, we go that way. through Winnie and all of that. Because why? We don't like the ferry in Houston. Houston sucks. Not like that, but traffic. It's like the high five all the time. Anyway, that's it. This is what it is. This is what we do when we come to the coast. But a lot of good things are going to come this week. We're going to blast this. Oh, looky here. I need to send that to fishing stuff. Bait board on a pole. Shout out to Keith. Got to hit that. You know, it's like there's debris everywhere. Anyway, that's it. But I'm not trying to knock any rod brand names or anything else. But so far out here, I've had no problems. I've got 4 Ancient Mariners of Amazon. And they're going up. And what turned me on to those was, you know, I love Mad Cats, Hellcats, you know, catch fever, stuff like that. But for everybody to do this, you know, and some poles get outrageous, but, you know, there comes a time when you just graduate from Walmart and Bass Pro Shop, and, you know, some people will be like, oh man, pin is it, bro, pin is it. Guy out here, brand new pin, broke. You know, the reel didn't break, rod broke. Okay, and there's a 12-foot pole, one piece, because out here we try to stay away from the pieces. But, however, we're going to get on the subject of rods and stuff. May do a, I don't know, podcast. I don't do all that crap. But anyway, a discussion. And everybody's going to have their opinions. But I've got three Mad Cats. And they're all medium heavies. Ancient Mariners, they're all heavies. And flexibility, pullability, all of that, I cannot tell the difference. Now, on your action, you know, you got to be able to feel the bite. You know, you got to be able to feel the bite. You're not bass fishing. So out here on the coast, it's like catfishing all the time. You probably catch the cats, but you know, it's speed and constant pressure. Constant pressure. So you're relying more on the reel and pull, but the reel has to be able to crank it. So anyway, that's a spill on that. And then in a little bit, I'm gonna crank this back up and show you the fish camp. Anyway, this is playing hooky. And I'm on vacation actually, so I don't know if you can consider that playing hooky or whatever, but anyway, playing hooky fishing group, fishing team, fishing everything. Pirate Hooker's gonna get off here, and then I'll shoot some videos and pics of the fish camp at night and day. So other than that, Good times. Anyway, keep your lines tight and fair winds and following seas. And always make sure you're either heading into the wave or going away from the wave. Toodles.